Hi, I'm Mike Zima, an SEO and digital marketing expert, and I'm also an expat in Majorca, Spain. Today I'm going to talk about how long does it take to get on the page one of Google. I get this question at least 10 times a day, no joke, 10 times a day, and I have to answer it 10 creative different ways. And there's really no simple answer to that. If you ask me how long does it take to get on page one of Google, I'm going to ask you, well, how long is it going to take you to lose 20 pounds? Right? That just stops you in your tracks cold, because it's that sort of mentality that you think you can actually do a set amount of tasks and there's something that you can actually measure and get to page one in a set amount of time. The reality is your website will eventually rank for hundreds, if not thousands or tens of thousands of different keywords. That doesn't mean that people are going to search for your website for a particular keyword constantly, or it will if you're going after the right keywords that have a lot of search volume, and there's a lot of analytics to support that people are searching for something. If you want to type in and rank for the ultimate locksmith in Houston, Texas, maybe you're the only person searching for that, and that isn't going to drive business results. But if people are actually looking for locksmiths Houston, well, I'm sure there's hundreds of people a month that are looking for a locksmith in Houston, and that's a better opportunity than something that might be a little obscure and doesn't really map to a business result. So how long does it take to get your keywords on page one? Well, you're already ranking for keywords on page one. You can actually go into a free tool from Google called Google Search Console, and you can check out what keywords are you ranking for on page one in Google by country, and it's incredible. It'll show you what keywords you're ranking for on page one. It will show you what web pages you're ranking for on page one, and you'll be blown away by the results. But then you have to start measuring, well, why do these small opportunities that are on page one aren't really converting or turning into sales? And are you using the right keywords that actually have a lot of searches that are ranking higher on page one or two or three that are going to contribute to your business results? So the answer is, look yourself in the mirror and just think about what you really, really want, and think about everything that you have to do, because it's a lot of work to actually put in the effort to lose that 20 pounds and feel good about yourself. And that's the same kind of methodology you have to apply to your website. You're going to have to put in the work and actually spend a lot of time doing it. But you know what? After you start going to the gym, after you start shedding those pounds, after you start looking better, after you start getting those compliments, the customers are going to come to your site and they're going to find you. And that's the progression and the improvement. SEO isn't a point A to B. SEO is a marathon. SEO is not a sprint where I'm going from over here to over there. I'm actually going at a cool and steady pace, and then that cool, steady pace starts to rise and appreciate. And that is where SEO distinguishes itself from all other marketing, because if you're looking for that fast reaction, you're not going to get it from SEO. There's no such thing. It's that slow rise and that trust and that brand building and that business building that you want to achieve and capitalize. That's why it's such a marvelous marketing, because it is so misunderstood, and you should really take your time to understand more about SEO, because if you push your website in the right direction, it is going to start to cascade and grow and grow and grow, because SEO is the only digital marketing that appreciates over time, and you have to understand how big of an asset this is. This means your marketing is turning into an asset. It's not money out the door, it's actually money in the door that you're saving from SEO. So make sure you stretch before the marathon and you take long strides, but don't overwork yourself, because SEO is always going to pay off in the long run. And if you put in the time starting now, you're going to feel better about you and your website later. So if you have any questions about this slow marathon, drop me a comment and I'll be happy to answer.